wake up this morning, take her tired feet to her mirror, take a long deep breath and sigh, and she will run her fingers over every part of her body that is not perfect and cry. This is how she starts her days. Just moments after skipping breakfast, she will go to the bathroom to brush her teeth, only to stare at her imperfections once more. Then take the pain of lacking beauty to school with her and throw up her lunch in the bathroom stall. At least afterwards, the weight of never being enough will have lessened. This is the life of those who suffer with body image issues. People are becoming consumed with their appearances, and they are now dealing with problems like anorexia and bulimia because they cannot silence the voices in their heads constantly telling them that they will never be enough. And most of us only know the surface of what these disorders entail. People are becoming so consumed with society's idea of perfect that they are ignorant to the consequences these disorders have. Most people you would not expect to deal with these disorders, whether mild or severe. There are ways we can prevent this, however. This epidemic can cease if we take proper action. But first, we have to understand the issues at hand before we can combat it. So what is a distorted body image? The Eating Disorder Hope website refers to it as an unrealistic view of how someone sees their body. Though it mostly occurs in women, men can be affected by it too. Signs of someone, or even you having one, may be obsessive self-scrutiny in mirrors, comparing your shape and size to other people, or being envious of someone else's body. Media can drastically affect this negative body image. Women are told the 10 best ways to slim down, or how to get the perfect hourglass shape. Though that shape we try to mold ourselves into doesn't actually exist. And don't think that men are excluded from society's attack. They just hear it in different ways. How to bulk up fast, or how to get the abs you want the quickest. The body type portrayed in advertising as the ideal is possessed naturally by only 5% of American women naturally. And 47% of girls in 5th to 12th grade reporting wanting to lose weight because of magazine pictures. We are subtly being told that our value is dependent on our appearance, and that our worths are measured by the fullness of a woman's lips, or that V that encircles a man's hips. Media isn't the only culprit, however. Friends, family, peers, co-workers, even strangers have an impact. If parents are constantly telling their kids that they're not enough, then they're going to believe it. And if bullies in schools keep degrading others so that they can feel better about themselves, then those people are going to start believing the lies. Imagine the impact peers in schools must have if statistics say that over 1/2 of teenage girls and nearly 1/3 of teenage boys use unhealthy weight control behaviors like skipping meals, fasting, smoking cigarettes, vomiting, or taking laxative. Two of the most consequential and frequent disorders that come from distorted body image are anorexia and bulimia. The National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders defined anorexia as being characterized by a relentless pursuit of thinness and unwillingness to maintain a normal, healthy weight. Many who suffer with anorexia are consumed with their ideal of a perfect image, which is usually an unhealthy one. They will do anything to achieve their weight loss goals. It is good for people to be informed of the warning signs of this crippling disorder so that we can help those who are suffering with it now, because only 35% of those suffering with it will actually get help for it. Some of those signs to look for are deliberate self-starvation, intense persistent fear of gaining weight, refusal to eat, excessive facial or body hair, compulsive exercising, abnormal weight loss, sensitivity to cold, or even hair loss. Now, some of those things might have sounded like consequences to you, but those are just the symptoms. Anorexia has major health consequences to your body, and here are only just a few. Abnormally slow heart rate, reduction of bone density, muscle loss or weakness, severe dehydration, and sometimes even death. Bulimia, the same ANAD website defined as being characterized by recurrent or frequent episodes of eating, unusually large amounts of food, and feeling a lack of control over eating. This binge eating is usually followed by a type of behavior that compensates for the binge, like throwing up or excessive exercise. Just like anorexia, there are distinct signs to this one as well. Binge eating, usually in secret, vomiting after binging, abuse of laxatives, denial of hunger, compulsive exercise, and broken blood vessels in your eyes. And also like anorexia, there are serious consequences. Electrolyte imbalances that lead to irregular heartbeats and possible heart failure, and even death. Potential for gastric rupture during periods of binging, and inflammation and possible rupture of your esophagus from vomiting. These disorders are serious, and they demand to stop being overlooked. So how do we even begin to combat them? The National Eating Disorder Association says that a major step in recovering is the 10 willpowers for improving body image. Some of the list sounds like, I will spend less and less time in front of mirrors. I will participate in activities that I enjoy, even if they call attention to my weight and shape. I will list 5 to 10 good qualities that I have, and I will surround myself with people that encourage me. For some people, maybe even for you, this may be too difficult, and that's okay. There are places and people that are willing to help those who cannot combat the saddening mindset by themselves. There are psychiatrists, therapists, support groups, even clinics for those who have enough courage to get the help that they need. This can all stop if we take the proper steps. I'm a prime example of this. Now, my disorder wasn't severe. I didn't throw up consistently. I didn't have the willpower to starve myself. But I mentally tortured myself. I let all the bullies in high school that ripped apart my notebooks define my self-worth. I let all the boyfriends who cheated on me tell me that I would never be good enough. It wasn't until I had friends and family surround me and support me that I finally was able to get over it. And I would be lying if I say I didn't still struggle, but now I get to encourage others. Body image distortion is serious, and we need to take notice of it. I hope that me informing you of the depths and the consequences that they entail will spark a fire in you to care. We need to stop targeting people for their flaws to make ourselves feel better. We need to stop comparing ourselves to magazines and movie stars. We need to start realizing all the wonderful things we have to offer. We need to tell ourselves that our flaws are our trademarks. Perfection will always be unattainable, but ironically, that's the beauty of it all. Thank you.